For some of our finance integrations, we do have the option to freeze payments. So we've got a customer in here. Just go into inquiry. Okay, so we're into a Toyota Finance Calculator. So we've got Toyota Financial Services integration here. Obviously you can choose generic as well, but we're going to choose the financial services integration so we can show you how this works. So let's say the customer's got, so we're in hire purchase at the moment, £5,000 deposit, and we're going to quote him over 2 years and then hit calculate. So that gives us a monthly payment there. Now, you go out to the customer, you sit with the customer and they say, well, yeah, I've got, I don't really want to go over £1,000 a month. Okay, fair enough. So what we'll do is we can go in here, change that, ask him if he'd be willing to either change his term or his deposit. So if he says, all right, well, I'm happy to go change the deposit, I'd like to keep to 2 years, then when we calculate there, you can see that the term stays, the monthly payment stays, but this flexes because that's the one that we're changing. So, or on the other hand, let's say it's the term that he's happy to change. So he says, well, no, I want to keep to £5,000. I've only got £1,000 a month to spend, but I'm happy to go a little bit more on the term. So if we calculate that now, then that stays. That gets rounded to the nearest 1,000, and then that changes. The term changes to 27 months. So you can see how the frozen pains makes it easier to not use any of the discount available in the car or use the any of the finance commission that you've got, but we're just changing the customer metrics to allow for what the customer wants to see. So that's the hire purchase. With the PCP, it does exactly the same thing, but obviously we've got a GMFV as well in this. So cash deposit of £5,000. We'll say the dealer FDA and the cashback will leave a 0, and we're going to go with a 36-month term, annual mileage of 12,000 miles a year. So if we calculate that, that will give us a monthly payment of £473.66. So let's now say that the customer says he's happy for his deposit to change if we can get that to £450 a month. Okay, so when we click calculate, deposit's gone up to £5,702.77. The term hasn't changed and the payments haven't changed. We've frozen them payments at that. Or, other hand, let's say the customer says, well, no, I want to keep to £5,000 a month and I've got £450 a month to spend. How many more months do we need to add on to the term to get me to that payment? So again, when we click calculate, the monthly payments has rounded to the nearest 450. The cash deposit has stayed. The term has gone from 36 to 43. So you can see how easy this is to actually change this around. So let's say, all right, how about I've got £400 a month to spend. I don't want to go over 42 months, so 3.5 years. What would my deposit need to be? Your deposit would need to be £6,833.14. So again, a really, really easy way of keeping the value in the car and just using the flexible terms and the deposits to try and get the customer to what he wants to spend without eating into that discount margin on the vehicle.